Well, did we see a sleight of hand with Trump? Fuck around and find out. Well, we're all paying attention. While we're all paying attention to Venezuela, Nigeria gets hit. ISIS gets hit. No one saw that coming except me. Well, I couldn't have called it, actually, to be honest with you. I thought Africa would be after Venezuela. But I did notice that 𝗬𝗏 was there, 4 months ago? Remember, I told my audience, I called Juan. He was deep in the heart of Africa in Nigeria. A Zulu tribesman answered his phone. I thought maybe Juan's head was on a stick. I didn't know what was going on. All I heard was, and I didn't know what was going on. And I just, thought to myself, wow, Juan, this is how Juan goes out. So now I know why he was in Africa. And, looks like some strikes were performed. I guess Christmas Day, better. That's a great day to deliver some presents. So here we are. Looks like Nigeria gets hit. Looks like the fight is on. No one saw that coming. I knew strikes were going to happen before the new year, but I didn't see. I thought Nigeria would have been middle of next year, maybe even in 2027. But no, it just bam happened yesterday. Insane. Also, RFK gets on stage and starts talking about Bill Gates and his $50 million donation of dark money to Kamala Harris, the cackling hyena. And so you got to think, gee, he just got indicted in the Netherlands. Could he get indicted here in America? I'm telling you, folks, a lot of indictments are going to be coming in 2026. And whose face do I have on the thumbnail? Yep, you got it. The biggest one of all. All roads lead to who? Old Obama, Barack Obama. This is going to be one hell of a year. And thank you for joining me. Yes, I'm 6 years sober today. I can't believe I made it this far. Hell is froze over, folks. That's all I got to say. Hit the notification buttons. Please like, share, subscribe to this video. Also, how many of you still have like the holiday-itis? I'm still very this is like the black hole of the year, where it's just I don't know. I almost wanted to take the day off today, but I'm like, well, I got nothing else to do. So I decided to do it. I'm getting on with 𝗬𝗏 and Mike Arnold today to talk about Nigeria. And that's going to be today at 11 a.m. Alex is going to join me. We're going to bring on Mike Arnold, who's down there building homes and who's an expert on the Christian in Africa, who's going to be joining me and 𝗬𝗏 today, just 30 minutes after this broadcast. Also, we have 50% off still on ninoscorner.tv. If you're there before any of the news breaks. Nino's Corner, I think we're about a year ahead of the ball. I lay it out for you all to play it out. So 50% off right now on all annuals. It's going to end soon. I could pull the plug today or tomorrow. I'm not sure, but 50% off right now, all annuals. And folks, get your red light therapy. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the best stuff I've done. I did 45 minutes yesterday under the red light, and I feel great. So pay attention. This is a total game changer, my friend. Award-winning medical journalist Jonathan Otto, who I have all the time, has been uncovering breakthrough healing technologies. And he says the medbed future people have been waiting for is already here. At least this is a good start. I'll say that much. At least it's a good start. I take it with all my other supplements, and it's been incredible. It's called PEMF therapy, and these mats combine clinical-grade red light therapy, far infrared heat, and pulse electromagnetic fields work together in harmony. They deliver 150 millitesla of clinical strength magnetic fields pulsing at 1 to 30 hertz, the same natural rhythm your body and brain operate in. That means they sync with your cells, recharging energy, boosting circulation, cutting inflammation, and helping your body heal itself. In breakthrough studies, people are seeing amazing results with the big C. You know what that is. Autoimmune challenges, brain and thyroid issues, chronic pain, insomnia, bone density, and even muscle loss. And the best part is they aren't luxury items anymore. They are now the most affordable prices ever. Over time, it becomes the lowest cost therapy you'll ever own because you can use it every single day, folks, of your life. Go right now to mypemfmat.com and use code NINO25 for 25% off an individual Matt or Nino 30, or for 30% off bundles, or myredlight.com. It's all there down below, folks. It's all there down below. Financing and payment plans are available too. So you can bring this healing technology home today. And if you know, I've been driving around and I see a lot of billboards like cutting edge breakthrough red light therapy. And it's like $80 to $100 a therapy session. It's ridiculous. You don't need to do that. Get the panel yourself, put it right next to your bed, and do it every day. Do it every day. I do it about 3-4 times a week. So also Nino'sCorner.tv right now, like I said, 50% off. X is Nino Boxer. Patriotwear.com, folks. Get over there. Also, 𝗬𝗏 is the general in the general's tent today at 5 p.m. So VIP Nino's Corner subscribers, all of you in the general's tent, ask your questions away. Juan will be the general in the general's tent today. He's in Europe right now, so hopefully we get good Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm sure he will be. He's in Italy somewhere. But that's going to be so like what's going to happen? So then my mind goes, what's going to happen to Italy? I go, Juan, why are you in Italy? What's going to happen there? Well, there's, the volcano's blowing a lot of smoke right now. I'm like, okay, so maybe a volcanic eruption? I don't know. You all ask. So Nino'sCorner.tv today, 5 p.m. General's Tent, 𝗬𝗏. Also, 𝗬𝗏 is up right now on Nino'sCorner.tv. Susan Bradford's coming up. The Ghost is coming back on. Jerome Corsi and Craig Lund talking about the rituals. Yeah. A lot of celebrities are going to be shamed in 2026. I think this is going to be the year that's the death of the celebrity. That's what I think. I think they're going to be going away for good. A lot of them. They're all real nervous right now. Some of your favorite celebrities, too, and late night talk show hosts are going to be losing their spots, their jobs, and just disappearing. No one is going to know where they're at, It's just going to be a fun time this year. Also, John Burke, near-death experiences, expert. I'm going to be bringing him on, and we're going to be discussing what really happens when you die. Is it just lights out, or what happens? I went into cardiac arrest, and I didn't see anything really. I remember in the ambulance, I kind of had a panoramic view of what was going on, but I remember having a dream of my own funeral and stuff like that, but I don't know if I crossed over. And I did go into cardiac arrest, but now that I think about it, I don't know if I flatlined. I thought I did, but I don't really know if I did. I know the doctors did say they almost lost me. I was in cardiac arrest, but I don't know. I don't know. So it's going to be a very interesting discussion. So I hope you all join me for that. And you might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Here we go. All right, folks, turn it down or turn it up. I'm giving you the chance right now. And here we go. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah. All right. So 2026 will be the year of more exposing, action, and massive reckoning by Trump. But this is just the beginning. I don't know. Every week, month, and year, this is all going to escalate. We're seeing it happen right now. More Epstein dumps will implicate hundreds, if not thousands, of politicians, musicians, late-night talk show hosts, and actors who will be getting the boot off air or disappearing silently from the night. Or self-deleting. I told you that's going to be a big thing when this stuff starts coming to a head. They're going to be losing contracts. They're going to be losing all their money. They're not going to get the commercial gigs anymore. You're going to see some of your favorite NBA basketball players, football players. Oh, man, it's just going to be an avalanche of celebrity doom. And it's time, folks. It's enough with the celebrity bullshit. It's just time we get over this and move on spiritually as a nation. We're all on our own spiritual journey. It's not even normal to look up to another human being as like a god or an icon. It's time to just dump that shit. Let's just dump it together, please. I have a long time ago. Will be the year celebrities and celebrity worship dies, and it will become very noticeable. It'll become very noticeable what the MSN does not report on. So they're going to die too. That's going to be great. All power structures will begin to free fall. We will also see evil infiltrate the right and divide, and they'll be using scripture. They'll be using Jesus and Bible verses and Israel, and they'll make sure everything's really divided, and we know who that is. We will further see people's true intentions as the wheat is separated from the chaff. We will watch the psychopaths that hijacked 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶 try their best to be the voice of the conservative right. They'll try their best. But I'm going to tell you what, folks, Charlie won't be mocked with what he built on the sweat of his brow for it to be handed over to people like Erica Kirk, Ben Shapiro, and Nicki Minaj, motherfucker. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I also have a strong feeling God will not be mocked either. I believe we also see the indictment of you-know-who, Mr. O, early this year. I'm expecting probably before spring. Probably before spring is what at least that's what I'm hoping. Now, I'm not psychic, but that's the vibes I'm getting. I expect the game of cat and mouse to continue with lawfare, which ultimately will expose the judicial system further, and then we'll switch over to what? Military. I don't think you all know what's coming. I don't think you know what's coming. It's real. Yeah, it's real. And I'm telling you now, more mass shootings will take place, assassination attempts, and a big month of self-deleting, folks. That's where I'm going with this. A big month of. Now, I said that there's some people out there. I'm not going to say the name on FluffTube because it is FluffTube, but I am going to say that some people have been given that option. From what I hear, when the doors bust open, you got a few moments with yourself. Use it wisely. Unless you're a compulsive masturbator. All right. Remember, about 6 months ago, Juan was out in Nigeria. You all do remember that. President Trump announced a strike on ISIS targets in Nigeria. Who would have thought, right? The sleight of hand. Look over here. We're all over here in Venezuela. Oops. Nigeria gets hit. President Trump announced late Thursday that the U.S. had launched a deadly strike against Islamic State fighters in northwest Nigeria, who said they have been killing Christians in the area. In a Christmas night post on Truth Social, Trump said the strike was directed at ISIS terrorist scum in the northwest Nigeria who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, they would be hell to pay. And tonight there was, he added, that U.S. forces had executed numerous perfect strikes. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper, the president wrote. May God bless our military and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which they will be many more if the slaughter of Christians continues. Now, you know they're going to lose their shit, and I'm going to guess that they're going to go pretty hardcore now. They're going to put the pedal to the metal, and that'll give us reason to send troops in there and take their minerals. We need those minerals. Just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. There's some good minerals in Africa. Call me crazy, but hey. There's also Christian. There's also that. The announcement follows multiple U.S. strikes last week against ISIS targets in Syria in response to what the U.S. Central Command described as a targeted killing of 2 U.S. soldiers and an interceptor by ISIS gunmen there. Trump has accused Nigeria of failing to stop the persecution of Christians. Who was talking about this from the very beginning 6-7 months ago on my show? 107. I mean, come on. You can't make this up. It is what it is. It is what it is. And right now he's in Italy. I guess in about 3 to 6 months, we'll see what happens there. So here's the truth post from Trump. Another one, a different one. He put out a lot yesterday. Merry Christmas to all, including many sleazebags who love Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. Pay very close attention to this because it's going to show you where we're headed for 2026. And I'll break it down for you. Merry Christmas to all, including many sleazebags who love Jeffrey Epstein. So see, folks, you're seeing right now that you're seeing here that Trump baited the left right into this. They walked into the trap, which I always said would happen. It was a trap. Gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot. Falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, and then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump, who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names get brought out in the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus one lowlife Republican, 𝗪𝗎, and it is revealed that they are Democrats all, there will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total scam, and had nothing to do with Trump. The failing New York Times, among many others, was forced to apologize for their bad and faulty election reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to their highly inaccurate fake coverage. Now the same losers are at it again. Only this time, so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and reputationally tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is in the world of corrupt Democrat politics. Enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas, President Donald Trump. Now, he doesn't mince words. He does not mince words. Maybe your last Merry Christmas. Now, I'm expecting people like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel to be off the air for good. And I'm expecting a lot worse things to happen to them, to be honest with you. But first, I got this from 𝗪𝗛𝗏 on X. 𝗪𝗪𝗏 on X. This is not a grieving widow, he says. So a woman made a video, and you got to think about this, folks. I mean, let's just look at this logically. Woman says Erica Kirk is a psychopath and claims Turning Point was hijacked. Well, who said that first? I did. And I'm still going to stick to my guns. A woman going viral after unleashing a brutal rant about Erica Kirk, claiming in the video that her behavior following the death of her husband, Charlie Kirk, doesn't make sense. And we all know it doesn't. In the video, the woman points to glitz, glam, fireworks, multiple outfit changes, nonstop speeches, interviews, and a full public tour, flatly declaring this is absolutely not a grieving widow. Yeah, what happened to her kids? I mean, if she was really a grieving widow, wouldn't she just be home? If she was really a Christian grieving widow, just a few months after her son was killed brutally in public, I would imagine she'd be wanting to be home with her kids all day long, have someone else take over Turning Point for the moment. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to see from her now. What you're going to see from her now that she's getting all this backlash, she's going to start dressing more like a conservative Christian, maybe looser clothes. She's going to start trying to, it's just, folks, come on. Okay, come on. Are we all fifth graders here? We're not 12. Let's look at this like what it is, okay? You all have discernment. We know what we're looking at here. She later adds, this is a test for everybody's intelligence, I say for discernment. She goes further, calling Kirk a psychopath in the video, and says her sudden ability to step into leadership and give polished speeches overnight contradicts years of podcasts and interviews where both Charlie and Erica stressed that a mother's primary role was being home with the kids. That ain't happening, is it? Not running organizations or taking center stage. The woman also calls out Turning Point USA, alleging the group was hijacked after Charlie's death. She highlights what she describes as suspicious optics at AmFest, including Ben Shapiro appearing as a surprise speaker and then criticizing figures Charlie was publicly close to, including Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and Charlie's own event. She claims none of this is accidental and urges viewers to warn students, families, and recruits about getting involved. The accusations are blunt, emotional, and spreading fast. Is this grief playing out differently in public, or the optics exactly why this video is blowing up? So I don't know. I think we all know what we're looking at here. Trump calls the New York Times a threat to national security, a late night social media rant. Remember, I said, folks, this is all going to get crazier and crazier, and more people are going to get exposed, including the MSN. President Donald Trump accuses the New York Times of endangering national security, calling the newspaper a serious threat in a late night rant on his Truth Social platform. You know who else is a threat to national security when this heats up? People like Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, just saying. I think the hammer is going to drop on him real soon. A lot of more of those files coming out. So let's see who's implicated. Trump said that the Times published what he described as false and misleading reporting and accused it of biased coverage without providing any evidence to support the allegations. The failing New York Times and their lies and purposeful misrepresentations is a serious threat to national security of our nation, he wrote. So the hammer's going to start coming down on these syndicates, folks. Their radical left unhinged behavior, writing fake articles and opinions in a never-ending way, must be dealt with and stopped. They are a true enemy of the people. Thank you for your attention into this matter, President DJT. I tell you, folks, a post-Donald Trump presidency is just not going to be the same. A lot of you like president or vice president, who Nicki Minaj called the assassin. That was weird, right? Wasn't that weird? Didn't you all just go like, what the fuck is she talking about? What assassin? Like that was a Freudian, what is that called? A Freudian slip, is it? Or was it done on purpose? I don't know. It was weird. What's your thoughts about that? But I mean, JD Vance, like I said, I mean, maybe I can get used to him. It's too early to tell right now. I don't know about JD Vance. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm not sold on him just yet. I'm trying to warm up to him. So we'll see. Going down soon. Trump does not mince his words on this either, folks. Trump lashes out at dead man walking. Let me say that again. Trump lashes out at dead man walking Stephen Colbert. Now, we've all seen, if you haven't seen the video of Stephen Colbert with that child, it's very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. You can't watch it without wanting to throw up. The man CBS put him to sleep now. President Donald Trump lashes out at late-night host Stephen Colbert on Tuesday evening, branding Colbert as dead man walking. He doesn't mince his words, folks. There's something to that phrase, dead man walking, and urging CBS to put him to sleep. Stephen Colbert is a pathetic train wreck and no talent or anything else necessary for show business success, wrote Trump in a Truth Social post. Now, after being terminated by CBS, but left out to dry, he has actually gotten worse along with his non-existent ratings. This guy is just like the master troller, man. He continued, Stephen is running on hatred and fumes, a dead man walking. CBS should put him to sleep. Now it is the humanitarian thing to do. In a follow-up post, the president added, who has the worst late night host, CBS, ABC, or NBC? They all have three things in common: high salaries, no talent, and really low ratings. While CBS announced the cancellation of Colbert's show back in July, it is not scheduled to go off air until May 2026. Trump celebrated the news of Colbert's cancellation earlier this year, warning that late-night host Jimmy Kimmel was next. Yeah. I'm telling you, the dominoes are going to fall in 2026, folks. I'm telling you right now. So, with that being said, here's what's going to help us in this journey. Officials discover 1 million more documents potentially related to Epstein case. And let me tell you, people are digging and digging and digging and trying to find Trump, trying their hardest to find Trump. You're not going to find anything. I'm telling you that right now, but you'll find a lot of others. Oh, yeah. You'll find a lot of others. A lot. And all roads lead to who? Where do all roads lead to? Barack Obama. Yep. There he is. That's where all this is headed. U.S. authorities have discovered more than 1 million more documents potentially related to the late predator, Jeffrey Epstein, that they plan to release in the coming days and weeks. Officials say the FBI and federal prosecutors in New York informed the Department of Justice of the discovery. We have lawyers working around the clock to review and make the legally required redactions to protect victims, and we will release the documents as soon as possible, the DOJ said on Wednesday. The department said it could take a few more weeks before all the files are released. The DOJ has been under scrutiny after not releasing all Epstein files by 19th of December, the deadline mandated under a new law. The agency said it would continue to fully comply with federal law and President Trump's direction to release the files. The statement did not specify how the FBI and the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York came across the additional material. Epstein had been facing charges of sex trafficking minors in the state when he died awaiting trial in New York prison. So more files to come. I can't wait. And all roads lead to who? There he is. Oh, this is going to be epic. This is going to be epic. I'm telling you, it starts in 2026, folks. Hey, don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. So remember, my guest 𝗬𝗏 came on and said that January 15th is when this is all supposed to end. And it does look like that's happening right now with Zelensky. Zelensky wishes for Putin, except for this part. Zelensky wishes for Putin, Zelensky and Putin to die during Christmas address. Vladimir Zelensky appeared to wish for Vladimir Putin's death in his annual Christmas address to Ukraine. Today, we will share one dream and we will make one wish for all of us. May he perish, the Ukrainian president said. The comment was widely understood to refer to the Russian president who has continued to bombard Kiev during ongoing peace talks. We ask for peace for Ukraine. We fight for it and we pray for it and we deserve it, that every Ukrainian family may live in harmony, Mr. Zelensky continued. That every Ukrainian child may rejoice in a gift, smile, and preserve that so very important childlike faith in goodness and in miracles. This guy's in trouble. I'm just going to say that right now. He is in big trouble. He needs this war like nobody's business, folks. He needs this. Mr. Zelensky also condemned godless attacks on Ukraine a day after Moscow launched a barrage of almost 700 missiles and drones, which killed 3 people and wounded 12 others. This is how the godless strike. This is how those act who have absolutely nothing in common with Christianity or anything human, he said. Yeah, I'm sure this guy really believes that. The Ukrainian leader has previously said Putin will die soon, and his death would usher in the end of the conflict. Interesting. So I don't know how this ends. I just know that 𝗬𝗏 said January 15th. And like I always do, I lay it out for you all to play it out. Let's see if he's right. I just bring them on my platform. Let's see what he said. Let's see if he says what he says is true. That's just around the corner. And it looks like it's heading towards an end. We'll see how this plays out, folks. 6 months after war, Israel warns it could strike Iran again. So are they going to hit Iran again? Tel Aviv, 6 months after launching a 12-day war with Iran over its nuclear program, Israel officials are raising the prospect of another clash with Tehran's efforts to rebuild its arsenal of ballistic missiles. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, speaking Wednesday at a graduation ceremony for Israeli Air Force pilots, said Israel was watching Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran as they rearm, and it would be and they would act if necessary. The country's defense minister and head of its air force, speaking at the same event, said Israel would move to prevent new threats. So could we see Israel hit Iran again? I think so. I think this is. We may see the Ukraine war end, but I have a feeling that the greater state of Israel is gonna stop at nothing, and I think they want to eliminate Iran as well. And I think this is what's coming, folks. That's just my opinion. That's just how I see it. I don't know how you all see it. But we are not looking for confrontations, but our eyes are open to any possible danger, Netanyahu said. The comments come as Netanyahu prepares to travel to the U.S. for a year-end meeting with President Trump. Israel's assessment of Iran's progress on ballistic missiles and the prospect of future military action will be on the agenda when the two leaders meet, an Israeli official said. I don't know. You tell me what you think, folks. I just lay it out for you all to play it out. Yes. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. It's the day after Christmas. I got the holiday-itis. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like in a slump. I don't want to do anything today. Actually, I kind of felt like the nights are starting to get really cold now, and the days are still like that uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. It's like 70 degrees here, but at night it drops in the 30s, so it's like bipolar. And how about silver? What's silver at right now? Put it in the chat. Is it? I know it's over 71, right? It's over 71. Where is silver at right now? Someone put it in the chat. It's got to be at least. Alex, what is silver at right now, man? Where are we at with silver right now? Maybe put it up on the screen so everyone can see it, because I heard that this is just gonna fly, skyrocket to the moon. We could see 100 by the end of the year. That's just a few days.
Yeah, we're at it's at 76.61 right now.
Crazy, dude.
Nuts.
Like the brakes are off.
I mean, I can't believe. I mean, I believe it, but it's like I can't believe it.
I know it's so like. What does that mean for the dollar? What's going to happen? Well, I think we all know, right? They're trying to do this great reset. Let's see how this rolls out. It's going to be in 76.50. Damn.
Crazy.
That's insane. Wow. North Korea unveils huge nuclear-powered submarine as Kim Jong-un oversees long-range missile launch. Kim Jong-un has rolled out his latest doomsday toy. Oh, I have a lot of big toys because I have a small... a vast nuclear-powered submarine. The tyrant did so as he personally oversaw a fresh round of long-range missile tests, doubling down on a military buildup that is rattling Asia and daring the West. I have to get big weapons because my penis is so small. It looks like this. North Korea state media released new images of what it claims is a 8,700 ton. Oh boy. 8,700 ton nuclear propelled submarine showing a largely completed hole inside a shipyard as Kim toured the site, flanked by senior generals and his teenage daughter, widely seen as a potential heir. Kim declared the vessel as an epic making leap in his nuclear arsenal and vowed to press ahead with arming the Navy as tensions on the Korean Peninsula spiral. The photos published by the Korean Central News Agency, KCNA, marked the clearest glimpse yet of the submarine described by Pyongyang as a strategic guided missile submarine designed to carry out nuclear weapons. Man, that's it right there. That's it right there. Oh, his little ego's at work right there, isn't it? You can just tell. You can just see it. Oh, I wish I had something that big. Okay. Coast Guard tracks down runaway oil tanker. The runaway oil tanker linked to Iran and Venezuela. A Coast Guard vessel was slicing through the Atlantic Ocean when its target is in sight, just half a mile away. When a realization set in, the crew was going to need backup. U.S. officials said the Bella 1, an oil tanker far larger than any Coast Guard ship, has been fleeing the U.S. blockade of sanctioned vessels heading in and out of Venezuela. Sanctioned for allegedly shipping oil to U.S. designated terrorist organizations, the 𝗫𝗯 made an unusual move last weekend, executing a U-turn, refusing to be boarded, and racing away from Venezuela at full speed. I mean, how fast do these things go? I don't know. Now, more than 5 days into the pursuit, the Coast Guard and the U.S. military are assembling more manpower and weapons to forcibly board the vessel. Oh, man. Among the units they are moving to the area is a maritime special response team, an elite force trained team to board hostile ships, officials said. The hunt for 𝗫𝗯 marks potentially the most dangerous moment yet for the U.S. in the nascent quarantine of the Venezuela oil industry. Part of the campaign to squeeze the country's leader, Nicolas Maduro, whom the Trump administration accuses of flooding the U.S. with drugs. Maduro denies the charges and accuses Washington of naval piracy and trying to steal the country's natural resources. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, folks. I think Maduro's own people are going to give him up. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're just going to keep squeezing, and his own people are going to be like, you know what? That $50 million sounds really good right about now. Or maybe the bounty goes up to $100 million. And then they're like, you know what? Let's just do it. Fuck this guy. I bet that's what I would do. I mean, he's not making anybody's lives easy. And he's outfitted all the Venezuelans, I guess now, all of a sudden he believes in the Second Amendment. He's giving everyone rifles and guns or whatever. And you got to think, are they going to turn on him? I don't know. Melbourne rabbi's Hanukkah decorated vehicle firebombed on Christmas morning. The car's interior was extensively damaged and multiple windows appeared to be smashed. No one was inside the vehicle at the time of the attack. A vehicle with a Hanukkah ornament fixed atop the was firebombed in Melbourne on Thursday before dawn. There's a lot going on in Australia, huh? A lot going on in Australia. According to the Victoria Police and Community Security Group Victoria, the car, what police described as a billboard, was set alight while in the driveway of a St. Kilda East property with no one inside at the time. The car's interior was extensively damaged and multiple windows appeared to be smashed, local media reported. Police told the Jerusalem Post that residents were evacuated as a precaution. I don't know. There's a lot of hatred. I think we're going to see a lot of that here in the U.S. I think, in my personal opinion, that this year, 2026, is going to be pretty explosive. Now, I said last year would be pretty explosive too, but I think it was. Think about what happened with Iran. Think about all the stuff that happened. Every year is escalating. Getting to the event horizon. Now, what's going to be the event horizon? I think it's going to be when the deep state finally plays their last card. Now, some of you think it's going to be a nuclear bomb. Some of you think it's going to be the alien card. What if it's all of the above? I can see like a nuclear type scare and then aliens come down and save us all from ourselves. I don't know, because we're like children playing with dynamite sticks in our backyard in the sandbox. And there's going to be a lot of people that buy into this shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. But what would be their last big panic move? Put it in the comments. I gotta love black coffee. All right, let's get through some what the fuck news. And what the fuck news? Plastic surgeon arrested and accused of performing operation while intoxicated. You're kidding me. I mean, I can't make this shit up. Authorities in Texas have charged a local plastic surgeon with performing an operation while under the influence. Now, how would they know this? Did he smell like alcohol or what? In a press release on Monday, the Sugar Land Police Department in the southwestern outskirts of Houston, I've been there, said it had arrested Dr. Azul Jaffer earlier that day and booked him into the local county jail. Dr. Jaffer, I guess is how you say it, was indicted on December 15th by a Fort Bend County grand jury for performing surgery while intoxicated, which is a felony. What? According to the indictment, the surgery happened on August 12th and placed an unknown patient at a substantial and unjustifiable risk of harm. No further details were available as of Wednesday. How do they know this? Did they give him a breathalyzer right after surgery? I mean, how can they prove this? Jaffer's website advertises numerous cosmetic and medical procedures, including facelifts, breast augmentation, tummy tucks, male breast reduction. What the hell's that? Male breast reduction? I guess if you have fatty tits. If you're one of those guys with fatty tits. Oh, boy. Hair loss therapy and what the hell is this? Vaginoplasties? Vaginoplasties? What is that, Alex? Is that where they tighten up the vagina?
I'm not even actually 100% sure what that means. I think is that like
no vaginal I don't know, whatever.
Like
I don't
know. It's where they turn the male
the thing inside out or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, they say they can make it we can't really it's called a vaginoplasty. Yeah.
Hey, hear music in the background.
Oh,
all right, don't settle for less than the best. The website boasts as a double board certified plastic surgeon known for his precision and artistry. We ensure that every patient receives the highest standard of care regarding facial, breast, and body procedures. Dr. Schaefer, I'm going to say Schaefer, is committed to providing patients with natural-looking results tailored to their desired outcomes. Patient safety and satisfaction are always our top priority. Jeez. Houston Methodist Hospital, which reportedly once employed or contracted with Schaefer, told local broadcaster Fox 26, "We can confirm the physician's privileges were immediately suspended as soon as we learned of the incident, pending further investigation. He has not performed any surgeries at Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital for several years." I don't know, man. I had a buddy that was an anesthesiologist. I'm not going to say his name, but he started doing it to himself and shooting it up. That's how we grow them here in El Paso, folks. And he lost his medical license. So, I mean, you never know, man. These people, I mean, think about it. They dip into their own, never get high on your own supply. They dip into their own bag of tricks. And sometimes these are the people you cannot trust. I don't know. And I think, honestly, folks, if you look at some of these people's faces, doesn't it tell you right there that we haven't got this shit figured out? And it's, I don't know. I mean, I'm not against any like a little bit of Botox here and there, but the whole nip, tuck, and pull, I don't know. It's kind of iffy for me. All right, folks, we're going to get on with 𝗬𝗏 and Mike Arnold and talk about Nigeria right now. I'll see you at Nino'sCorner.tv. Still 50% off. Limited time only. I'm going to end it pretty damn soon. All annuals, 50% off right now. All annuals are 50% off right now. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Sancho Claus coming to your house. Oh, boy. I just don't have it in me today. I got the holiday-itis. All right, folks, I'll see you later. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the black sheep of broadcasting, folks,